Two old men were traveling on a boat. One was a professor, the other one was a fisherman. Both of them were traveling. They get to a point, a geographical area, like a place there is mountain, tall trees, a lot of mountain was there, a lot of tall trees were there. The professor asked the fisherman, do you know anything about geography? The poor farmer looked at him and replied, no, I don't know anything about geography. The professor said to him, 20% of your life are wastes. They continued their journey. They get to a point that there was a lot of fishes there, many fishes, they were swimming, jumping up and down, enjoying themselves at the river. The professor asked the fisherman again, do you know the characteristics of fishes? The poor farmer didn't even understand what he meant by that. He said to him, no, I don't know. The professor smiled and said to him, 60% of your life are wastes. The poor farmer was totally sad because he didn't like the way the professor was insulting him. They continued the journey. He kept silent. They get to a point that everywhere was filled with water. When you look at back, water, right hand water, left water, your front water, like no land, no mountain, no tree, everywhere was just covered with water. The professor smiled and asked the fisherman, do you know the physical properties and chemical properties of water? The fisherman said to him, no, I don't know. Professor said, 80% of your life have wasted. He was insulting the man. He said to the man, you know nothing, you are a big fool, and you will suffer till you die. That's what the professor said to the fisherman. The fisherman was totally sad because he wished to go to school, but the parents don't have money to train him to school. He was totally sad. So, but he kept silent. You know, when you are poor, you have nothing to say to the rich. They continue traveling, journey. They get to a point that there was tempest of the wave, excesses of wave. The fisherman asked the professor, do you know how to swim? The professor said to him, no, I don't know how to swim. The fisherman said to him, 100% of your life have waste. The fisherman jumped into the river and swim. But the professor cannot swim. He was inside that boat shouting, help me, oh, help me, please, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. He was there shouting. The boat turned upside down and the professor died inside the water. That was the end of the professor. So don't judge anybody with what you know they don't know, because there are a lot of things they know that you don't know. If you love my story, please don't forget to drop your comments, share, and subscribe at my YouTube channel. I'll be dropping more posts. Please don't forget to like. Thanks.